A little over a year ago, I replaced the 25-year-old factory headlight lenses with these Euro-style headlight and corner lenses from Pro Tuning Lab. These types of lenses were really popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. But these lenses are cheap and they're starting to rust already. I also haven't been very happy with the beam pattern on these lenses. As I've mentioned in previous videos, my Ranger and my Xterra both run the same LED light bulbs, but the beam pattern on the Xterra is much nicer. The only thing that's different is the headlight lens. I was hoping that maybe getting an OEM style headlight lens on the Ranger might correct the blotchy beam pattern. First, let's make sure that Amazon sent the right parts. These lenses look pretty dang good. They even come with a halogen bulb. Looking inside the lens, we see an oddly shaped reflector. I'm not sure if this will play nice with the LED bulbs. Here is the 26-year-old factory lens next to the new lens. Now that we know that the parts are good, pop open the hood. Remove the bulb, and remove the 3 lens retainer clips with a box and wrench. These magnetic dishes are handy to keep hardware from disappearing. The last time I swapped my lenses, I removed the grill first. But this time, I wanted to see if I could remove the lenses without doing that part, because #lazy. I was able to get the lens partly out. Then I hoped that removing the corner lens would be enough. But no dice. After wrestling with the lens for a few minutes, I removed the 6 screws holding down the grill and pulled it out. Here's where the headlight gets stuck behind the grill. This is why I like magnetic hardware dishes. Things fall and go missing. Quick note here, on the passenger side I removed the corner lens nut completely. I realized when I did the other side that it wasn't necessary to do that. Just loosen the bolt a little bit and slide the corner lens out just enough to get the headlight lens out. On this side I removed the lens before removing the bulb. This only works because this LED bulb has an extended wire. Not sure that would work on a factory bulb. Here you can see the rust and wear after only 1 year. When I installed these aftermarket lenses, I cheated and pulled the adjustment pieces off the factory lenses and popped them onto the aftermarket lens. When I tried to do that again, I broke the plastic part of the adjustment screw assembly. So I went ahead and made the adjustments on the new screws. As you can see here, I adjusted this screw a lot, basically down to the bottom because that's what I had before. The bulb lock ring only goes on one way. Make sure you don't have it on backwards or it won't grab onto the housing. The lens wouldn't go in at first, and it's because one of the adjustment pieces came off the other lens and was stuck on the truck. Make sure to transfer that piece to the bottom of the new lens. Neither of the aftermarket lenses came with this piece. After that, the lens should slide in easy. At this point, I recognized something wasn't quite right. But when I tried to pull the lens out again, one of the adjustment parts got stuck on the truck. So I decided to just roll with it. I popped the corner lens back in, tapped on the 3 lens retainer clips, and repeated the process on the other side. Then I replaced the grill and tightened up the bolts on the corner lenses. If you look carefully here, you'll see where I messed up the headlight install. At this point I thought I was done, but clearly something isn't right. At first, I thought I had the driver's side lens adjusted too high. It's hard to tell here, but there is light on the driver's side, but it's pointed up and acting like a high beam. So only the passenger side of the road was illuminated. Parked in front of some bushes, I played with the high beams and I noticed something interesting. But I was too far away from the bushes to test my theory. So I lined up in front of a wall and backed up slowly. As I'm backing up here, you should notice that the lenses are actually cross-eyed. This beam here is actually from the passenger side lens. It's shooting up and in. This is why it looked so off to me before. There was too much space between the grille and the lens. Here you can clearly see that the lens is pointing too far inwards. Same thing here on the other side. So remember when I cranked that adjustment screw all the way down? I probably didn't have to adjust it from the factory setting at all. Now, just to prove to myself that I was being overly lazy, I set a timer. Taking my time, I had the grill off in 23 seconds. 23 seconds. Plus, I had all the retaining clips from both lenses off the truck in less than a minute. So here we go again. Loosen the corner lens just a little bit. You don't have to remove the nut entirely. Loosen the corner lens and pull the headlight lens out. Here you can see I had everything apart in less than 3 minutes. Thankfully, the adjusting screw that I thought I broke before, which got stuck in the truck, came out with the lens this time. Here's a look at the back of the lens. The single adjusting screw closest to the grill is the one we are adjusting here. With the lens back on the truck, there's no way to adjust the other 2 screws that are next to the corner lens, even with the corner lens out. But this one is easy to adjust with a Phillips head screwdriver. With the headlights shining on the garage door as a reference, I adjusted the lenses so they weren't cross-eyed anymore. Here's a comparison of the before and after. There's definitely an improvement from before, but the driver's side lens is still pointing a little bit too far towards the center. Looking at the pictures as I edited this video, I should have noticed that before I test drove it. Here's a comparison showing that they're at least not super cross-eyed anymore. The passenger side is a bit high though. For now, this is fine. I've got a bunch of parts piled up for the Integra and I want to get started on the overland build on the van, so I'll probably just wait till I have to take this truck apart again to adjust the beams. The good news is that the beam pattern does look a little bit better and I'm not blinding anyone, so I'm happy with that. But am I happy with the blotchy beam pattern? Because obviously it's still there. Not really. It's not as nice as I was hoping, but it's fine. And I definitely like the OEM look better than the Euro lights. And of course, no rust. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to hit the like button if you want more Ranger content. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.